I don't think Joe Biden can stop Donald Trump from becoming the president of the United States. Put so much of pressure on Israel that Israel is saying, okay, we'll have the Ramadan ceasefire. But Hamas is saying no. Because Hamas knows Israel has never initiated war. Ever since Israel came into being, please check. Where did the 1967 war start? Who started it? Please check. Jai Hind friends, I'm Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Friends, today I think we must discuss, if not in great detail, at least in some detail, what is happening in the United States of America, especially the US elections. And here I have my notes. So Donald Trump has won the first 13 primary elections in the Super Tuesday states, including major states like Texas and California. So as far as the Republicans are concerned, Donald Trump, for all practical purposes, is now, unless he gets a shock from the courts, this guy is facing a lot of cases. He's facing a lot of cases, and that is the only thing that can trip him. Otherwise, Trump is well placed to be the Republican candidate to fight elections against Joe Biden for the President of the United States. That's number one. Nikki Haley, surprise upset in Vermont prevented Trump from achieving a clean sweep. So Nikki Haley got Vermont. It was by a narrow margin, but she won, and so Trump could not get a clean sweep. And Trump aims for a sensational comeback to the White House and hopes to secure a significant number of delegates in his march to the Republican Party. You see, I'll also discuss this. Even within the Republicans, ladies and gentlemen, there are people who don't exactly like Trump. And there is a reason. It's not about Trump's policies, because they are largely Republican. Let's build a wall, stop wars and all that. So friends, I don't think people are against Trump's policies per se. Even in the Republican Party, people are against Trump, the person, his deportment, the way he conducts himself, the way he talks about stuff. He'll get up in the middle of the night and shoot a tweet. People want stability at the very top, and Trump comes across as a highly unstable person. It's like he's still living the reality show life. Just this time, the stakes are highest. Now he's POTUS. But that is what Trump is actually. So states called for Trump include Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Colorado, California, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. And Trump on his website or on his platform, Truth Social, expressed gratitude. And now Joe Biden won all the 14 states called by US networks, but was projected to lose to Jason Palmer in American Samoa. Polling averages suggest a close race between Trump and Biden in a hypothetical one-on-one matchup in the November election. So, America goes to elections in the November. They'll have all these primaries across all states. And what is set right now is, Trump versus Biden. And whom do you support? If you're interested in international affairs and if you're interested in geopolitics, I'm sure who becomes the president of the United States is a matter of great concern. Not that we have anything to do with the US, but the fact of the matter is that for all practical purposes, POTUS is the most powerful person on earth. And America is still, the most powerful nation on earth. And so it's a matter of debate, who will win. And everybody has got favorites. I think Trump will win. Unless the Supreme Court trips him or some other court trips him for any of the multiple misdemeanors which, he's said to have committed. Unless that thing happens, I don't think Joe Biden can stop Donald Trump from becoming the president of the United States once more. And Biden, there is a problem here. This whole Israel-Hamas thing, it's playing on the elections in the United States. It's playing very prominently, I should say. And Trump has accused Joe Biden of abandoning Israel. America has always had a very unequivocal stance when it came to Israel, but this time the statements by Joe Biden were such that, even Israelis felt that, hey, why is America abandoning us all of a sudden? America may have given money, but the statements, public statements by American officials, I think they came under the pro-Palestinian lobby. I think they've come under pressure from all these educational institutions in America and all these woke left liberals. You should just ignore the wokes. They don't count. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the latest news, Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris are pushing for an immediate 6-week ceasefire with Hamas in exchange for release of over 130 hostages. Now, the problem is, Israeli-American expert Caroline Glick criticizes Biden's policy. Even I criticize Biden's policy. I think Biden is, Now, what Biden has done is put so much of pressure on Israel that Israel is saying, okay, we'll have the Ramadan ceasefire. But Hamas is saying no. Because Hamas knows that Hamas may not have the weapons to fight against Israel, but Hamas, the Muslim world, and the woke left liberals, they've managed to put so much of pressure, using words like genocide and this and that, all nonsense, of course. You see, you are taking away from Israel its ability to win this war, which is very important. And this is exactly what Donald Trump is saying. So if Trump wins, there is going to be this very sharp, unequivocal support. And you know what Trump has said? Trump has actually said, he's gone on record to say that all these people in universities, he says all these people in universities who are supporting Palestine, rather supporting Hamas. He says, when I become president, the first thing I'm going to do is throw you out of America. I think Trump is making a lot of sense here, and which is why I'm supporting his candidature. Not that it matters because I don't vote in the US, but the fact of the matter is what Trump has said to everybody is, remember one thing, you take out a pro-Hamas march. You take out a pro-Hamas march. You speak for terrorists, I will have you thrown out from the campuses. I will have you thrown out from the United States of America. I would also like to tell President Trump that this entire thing that people have, that we are born inside or in the United States of America, therefore we can do anything, and we can't be deported to the country of our parents' origin. I think you should have a rule in the US. It does not matter. If you have any Pakistani, if you have anybody from Palestine, they might have been born in the US. Send them right back. You should have absolute and unequivocal loyalty to the place of residence. If you're staying someplace, if you've taken citizenship of a country, you have to support that country. It's okay, you can have a contrary view to the government. You can have a contrary view, but you can't say you support Hamas. Hamas is a terror organization. End of story. So what people, all these people, whether from Pakistan, they will always have extraterritorial loyalties. They are never loyal. They are never loyal. Why are most of these people supporting Palestine? What is the reason for them supporting Palestine? Their primary reason for supporting Palestine is religion. It has nothing to do with this so-called one-state, two-state solution. Why is the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, a bunch of 57 countries, supporting Palestine? Why? Because of religion. But the problem is, if you say that, you're branded communal. But that is it. Because these same countries said nothing about Ukraine. They said, okay, there should be peace and let's end the war. But they didn't have any extraordinary conference. Why is the OIC having an extraordinary conference? In Riyadh of all the places, or I think it is Jeddah, they're having extraordinary conferences in Saudi Arabia for support of what? Did they have it for the support of Ukraine? Did they have it for the support of, Azerbaijan? It's fighting a war against Armenia. They might have had a comment here and there, but did they have this thing? No. It is everything to do with Palestine being a Muslim majority area. That is why they're doing it, and it's only based on religion. And the more you understand this, the more clear this entire Middle East or West Asia, as we like to call it in India, you'll understand this conflict better. This entire conflict between Hamas and Israel is based on only one thing. It's not based on the two-state solution. It's not based on the fact that, they can live side by side. They've never lived side by side in peace. They've never. Let me tell you honestly, this is based on religion, right? If tomorrow, all the Israelis were to convert to Islam, for example, and then bomb Hamas, nobody would say a word. Nobody would say a word. That is why Saudi Arabia can launch attacks on Yemen, kill over 3 lakh, that is 300,000 people killed in Saudi airstrikes. Nobody said a single word. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You can keep on killing. Muslim countries can keep on killing Muslims. They can keep on killing each other. Nobody says a word. Pakistan has thrown out 1.7 million Afghan refugees. They've thrown them out into Afghanistan. Nobody said a word. Nobody cares. Nobody will care. The only reason why they are pointing fingers against Israel is because it's a Jewish country. The problem is religion in this case. It's nothing else. It's not geopolitics. It's nothing, yeah. Generally people like to make a mountain out of a molehill, saying that two-state solution. Two-state solution is not the solution. Biden is saying we need to have ceasefire, 100 plus hostages, let them go free. Okay. There'll be peace for 2 years. Again, after 2 years, Hamas will attack. Again, they'll take 200 hostages. This hostage taking is not new. This Hamas attacking Israel is not new. Israel has never initiated war. Ever since Israel came into being, please check. Where did the 1967 war start? Who started it? Please check. Who started that war? Who started the 1973 Yom Kippur war? Please check. All these bombings in Gaza, etc., who started this? It was always started by other people. Israel responded, and then these very people will cry, very same people will cry, saying that, Israel's response is disproportionate, and then they will play the victim card, then throwing big words like genocide, etc., Islamophobia, etc. But they're the first one to initiate conflict. With that, I come to the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.